Today, we're in for an incredibly epic adventure. We're taking a helicopter ride to the stunning Mendenhall Glacier, soaring over breathtaking snowy mountains and rivers of ice. The views are out of this world. After an incredible walk on the glacier, we explored the charming town of Juneau, grabbed a bite at a historic bar and restaurant, and even had a surprise bear sighting in town. To wrap it all up, we ended the day with a festive Mardi Gras party at Tiana's restaurant. It's going to be an unforgettable day. Join us. Good morning, we are in Juneau, Alaska. It's a sunny day, looks like we have great weather, a little bit chilly and windy, but it looks like it's going to be a great day. We had breakfast at Cabanas this morning, and now we're going to head over to a helicopter to go to a glacier. This is the Alaskan Hotel, established in 1913. Oh wow. There's a bear on the staircase. They have bear-resistant trash cans here. To go up the tram, it's $55 for an adult. They go up to a high viewing spot. We met a van at the base of the tram that took us to the airport. Gave us glacier boots to put on, grips.
A glacier like a giant river of ice. It's just flowing constantly downhill, eventually to the lake down below. It's 1.5 miles across right here. Does anybody have any guesses of how much ice is underneath us right now? So right now we're on about 1,000 feet of ice. If you go all the way back to that Juneau ice field, it's home to the deepest and thickest alpine glacier in the world, which is the Taku Glacier, and that's 5,000 feet thick of solid ice. Well, how was that formed? Snowfall. As snow falls over time, it gets about 100 feet of snowfall a year. It takes about 30 feet of snow for every foot of glacier ice. And then over hundreds and thousands of years, that builds.
You can make a slushie from it.
Yeah. We know why our glacier is blue. Like I said, this glacier ice was compressed over hundreds of years, makes it really, really dense, squeezes all the air out. And so the glacier ice is about 10% air, whereas this ice on top is like the ice in your freezer, and it's about 90% air. The air in the ice scatters every wavelength, but the clear blue ice is so dense that it absorbs every wavelength except for blue.
There's a big hole here. Whoa.
I'm gonna try it, please.
How is it?
It's good, but my hands are freezing.
Glacial water. Here we go. That's good fresh water. Oh, you're here.
It's good.
How's that? I think that's a better method.
Called our glacier putty. glacial putty. What happens is these granite mountains around us, boulders are pulled off by the glacier and it pulverizes them into this silt. It's about 1,000 times finer than sand. Eventually, our glacier will take this all the way out and make its way to the ocean, where it's a source of nutrients for phytoplankton. Phytoplankton are then eaten by krill, which is eaten by what? Whales, exactly. I don't know if you guys have seen any whales on your cruise yet, but a big whale population here in Juneau connected to our glaciers. Because of its fine texture and the minerals in it, it makes a wonderful exfoliant. So if you guys want to take some of it, rub it around in your fingers a little bit, apply it on your cheeks, then we go around this way. We call it the glacial facial. It takes 10 years off of your appearance. I'm turning 97. That's my granddaughter. Walking around the town again. It's so pretty. You can see the waterfalls coming down the side of the mountain. It's interesting. A salmon donut. We're going to the Alaskan Fudge Company. This was recommended by our server. Ooh, it smells amazing in here. Look at that big slab of fudge. Oh my gosh. Getting the Mount Juneau mint, chocolate mint, and the Gold Rush peanut butter and chocolate chips. Oh, there's a little knife inside. How cute. Oh, that's delicious. Rich and creamy. We're going to the famous Red Dog Saloon. It's been around since the heyday of the Gold Rush era. Gents need to check your sidearms. Ladies are welcome. Huh. If our drinks are not up to your standards, lower your standards. There's sawdust on the floor. Don't shoot the piano player, he's doing his best. It says checked but never claimed. This weapon was checked at the U.S. Marshal's Office in Juneau in 1900 by the notorious gunfighter Wyatt Earp. People in Texas like to claim things are big in Texas, but Alaska is much bigger than Texas, so Alaskans make fun of that. Here is an Alaskan mouse trap next to a Texas bear trap. It's an interesting menu. This is the Glacier Margarita. This is the Alaskan Kulsh Ale. Alright, got some nachos with brisket. Alright, so that excursion was incredible. I loved it. It was amazing. The helicopter ride was so beautiful, just going right over those mountains. We saw an eagle as we were flying. The eagle was just slightly below us. The scenery was gorgeous. Getting on the glacier, it was pretty chilly, but we had great weather. Definitely gloves and warm clothes is helpful. They give you walking sticks. They give you traction shoes, special shoes for the glacier that are waterproof and have extra traction. And there was a glacier guide up there who talked to us about the glacier, about how big it is and about its movement and its formation. It was really interesting. We got to drink glacier water, delicious fresh glacier water. Hopefully we didn't eat some like million-year-old parasite that had just come out of the ice. It was just unbelievable. I loved every minute of it. Flying, of course, 'cause I love aviation and the scenery, and stepping on that glacier, just like being on another planet. Yeah, Rebecca said it's like being on a Hoth from Star Wars. So just an amazing experience.
As Alan already said, that was just amazing. I was hoping for a really good experience. I didn't know quite what to expect. It was so scenic, it was beautiful. See several glaciers, see how the whole width of the glacier, because I don't think you can really experience the whole width of it and the grandeur of it when looking at it from down up. And then stepping up and walking around the glacier was just amazing. You can't really even describe it. I looked at the price at the Disney excursion and I thought, oh my goodness, $579, this is ridiculous. So I did my own investigation and I found just through Alaska Shore Excursion, we could book through them and it was $379, so $200 less per person. And they used the exact same helicopter tour company, which I didn't know when I booked it, but it's Temesco, which was great. The only difference is that we had to like meet them, where this one comes directly to the port, but that was super easy and there was no problem or worry that you weren't going to get back to the ship on time. And they have guaranteed anyways, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It was amazing. It was really pretty and cool. But it wasn't like that cold. I was expecting it to be like freezing my eyebrow. I wish the time we had on the glaciers was a little longer though. But it was fun, and it was fun to drink from the water. It was nice, cool, fresh water.
And drinking from the glacier water was really cool, but it was really cold out there.
The helicopter ride was a lot more fun than airplanes.
He seemed to be hugging the mountains pretty closely. It was pretty fun. It was a fun ride, especially coming back when we came back to the airport. We were like, wee, right down to the airport.
That was fun. The helicopter was really cool and a great view. And you could see all like the snow on the mountains, which is really pretty, and all the different glaciers and everything. And it was cool, and how like I was in the front and I could see the controls and stuff. And it was also cool how you could see like the texture, like the glacier. And
it was really, really cool in the background with like the snowy mountains and then the glacier and the ice everywhere.
A really unique experience.
Beautiful sailing out of Juneau right now. We're back on the pool deck for some chicken strips and french fries and ice cream. We got some pizza, margarita pizza. These are gluten-free chicken strips. There's a seal chasing salmon. He just dove down. Alright, we're going to the D Lounge for game Who's Behind the Curtain.
The contestant gets to ask 10 yes or no questions to figure out who's behind the curtain.
Everybody make some noise for our chicken coffee dog. So Tiana, make some noise for Donald Duck.
So we're in the Walt Disney Theater tonight to see Frozen.
Frozen was really good, but we've seen it recently. I know the story pretty well, so like it wasn't as good. Like I like the Golden Mickeys better because it was a new story that I didn't know already.
I really enjoyed Frozen. The talent of the show is amazing. The set pieces, all the projections that they do with the special effects. The snow is extra fun.
Frozen was good, and like the actors were really good. And it was cool in the beginning, like with like the puppets of Kristoff and Sven and the like with the ice and everything. And then it was cool, like how Elsa's dress changes quickly and her cape like floats away. All those special effects were cool.
I really enjoyed the Frozen musical. I'm not even a big Frozen fan because I thought it's so overdone, but they do such a great job with the storytelling and the puppetry and like how they play Anna and Elsa in the beginning with puppets, and then they use the puppets again for Olaf. So it's really creative how they portray it. Anna was amazing. I guess the Broadway musical theater person traveler was Olaf, who he was good, but I don't think he actually was as good as Anna. But overall, I like the traditional storytelling musicals.
It's really well done storytelling. How they start out with the puppets, and they get bigger puppets, and they do the real life characters. Talent of the show is really good. Even though we've seen Frozen many, many, many times, it's still a really good show to see. We're in Tiana's tonight. Kids get trombones for their menu, and we get beads for the Mardi Gras celebration. The beautiful view outside. Whoa, look at this bread.
This is Mama Odie's creamy tomato soup with chopped cilantro. The soup was delicious. I finished it all, and it was fun dipping the bread in the soup too. This is a sweet corn chowder.
I thought the corn chowder was like medium. It's basically like clam chowder, but instead of clam chunks, it's corn chunks.
This is the kids' mini cheeseburger served with french fries and broccoli. And this is the kids' pizza served with french fries and broccoli. This is the pepper pot soup. This is the sauteed Gulf shrimp and grits with andouille, sausage, grilled green onions, and a smoked barbecue sauce.
The soup was fine. It was a tomato-based soup.
It was so good.
I thought it was fine. It was like a tomato creamy soup. The shrimp and grits I liked more. It was pretty good. It was very unique with the barbecue sauce on it. I've never had barbecue flavor shrimp and grits, but I enjoyed those shrimp and the grits.
So I did not order the, what was this, peppercorn?
Pepper pot soup.
Pepper pot soup, but that was a pleasant surprise. He brought it, and I liked it more than the shrimp and grits. The pepper pot soup had lots of flavor, lots of different seafood. There was a scallop, a shrimp, calamari, and then I don't know what the other thing was. Do you think it might have been oyster? I'm not sure. But it was very flavorful, really popped in your mouth. And then the shrimp and grits I actually ordered, and I was disappointed in it. Mine was a little bit like lukewarm. I thought the shrimp was slightly overcooked, and the grits were like okay, but I didn't like the barbecue sauce in it. I thought it took it away. So I would not get that again, and I would get the pepper pot soup.
That was cool.
We just saw a whale out the window. That was pretty cool. We saw its full tail fluke. That was neat.
This is the Cajun spice sea bass on shrimp jambalaya with crisp fennel salad and remolda.
I thought that the Cajun sea bass was a little disappointing. I thought it was going to have more flavor. It was pretty bland. It didn't taste Cajun at all. The jambalaya was similar to the jambalaya I had the first night, which was good, and the shrimp was good in that. But the sea bass was like blah. I wouldn't get that one again.
So I enjoyed the sea bass, jambalaya, and shrimp, but it was pretty bland. Especially the sea bass, it needed a lot more of that Cajun flavor. The jambalaya was nice, the shrimp was nice, but they definitely could have kicked up that Cajun spice. All right, for tonight's puzzle, we're starting with 5 squares. We have to move 2 crayons and end up with 4 squares.
So you move the orange one over here.
Yeah, and then you move the
And then the other orange over here.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was
Tricky.
good.
Hi, Tiana.
How's your night going so far?
It is going great.
Everything look good on the menu?
The shrimp and grits were great.
Alright, it's one of my favorites on the menu. And the seafood pepper pot. Did you get to try
Yes,
that?
yes.
Alright. Am I going to see girls out there for the party too, right?
Hey, it looks like we run the whole French Quarter with you, my friend. Now, don't be afraid to get up out those seats and let's have some fun, okay? It's time to celebrate, everybody. The biggest party in the
It was a fun show. Not a whole lot of action going on. Not like Rapunzel's. Tiana just comes out here and there, and at the end she dances with people. But it was fun to have the live musicians.
Everyone just kind of danced around and had fun, and they had the limbo at the end. No real show, just live music, which is kind of nice.
This is Tiana's buttermilk beignets dusted with powdered sugar and served with chocolate espresso dipping sauce. This is Mama Odie's white chocolate bread pudding with praline sauce and vanilla ice cream. The beignets didn't look like the normal beignets you would find at like downtown Disney or the parks, but it tasted the same and it was really good. I just wish it was like a little more powdered sugar.
All right, so I got the bread pudding, the vanilla bread pudding, which was good. I was hoping for a little bit more of the praline sauce, because that's the part I thought would be the best. So it was good. It wasn't anything great. I did have a little bite of the beignet, and I thought it was good, like Rebecca said, but it needed a lot more powdered sugar. It was very light on the powdered sugar, but it was a little more dense than I think it's supposed to be.
And they made me a special gluten-free chocolate cake. My gluten-free chocolate cake was delicious, dense and chocolatey, nice with those berries.
Hey, Donald. Alright, we got pixie dusted. We got some postcards, looks like.
Yeah, I think they bought these today and then decided to pixie dust.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Yesterday we got pixie dusted with an off towelette. Alright, here's our towel animal. Our stateroom hostess included some other animals. Looks like she made us a bear next to Duffy and Minnie and Stitch. Very cute.
Duffy's a bear too.
Yeah, it's appropriate because we did see a bear today. Alright, we had an amazing day in Juneau. Best excursion ever going on that glacier. Tomorrow we are in Ketchikan. We're going to walk around the town and see the salmon run. We have a lot of fun things planned. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can continue to join us on our adventures. And we'll see you next time.
Person next to me, she's like, she slapped my leg.
Wait, what?
So this was amazing because
Guys,
this
I
was
have to go pee.